just heading now to the fan zone, the Old Harbour I think it's called, where all the Villa fans are congregating before heading over to the stadium. Just thought we'd do this little quick piece really to talk about the game tonight really and what to expect. Really depends for me what team Unai Emery puts out. You know, I don't think anyone could predict how Unai Emery will line up. You know, he's probably the most unpredictable manager in the world. I said on the weekend, if he come out in the future that he was a massive crackhead, and I mean, it was genuinely a little joke. Some people took it seriously, but yeah, if it was, you could generally understand it, because the bloke just makes some really peculiar decisions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a rogue guy. He's as I say, looking at sort of like injuries and stuff like that, team selections, we have to go strong. Obviously, if we go any weaker than our strongest 11, we're basically playing the under-23s at this point. So, but like you say, it's Unai Emery. We'll probably end up seeing Marlon playing centre half or something tonight. And
it'll be interesting. I think for me, you know, we've got this game tonight, then we've got the game against Burnley this weekend, and then it's the international break, isn't it? I believe
so. Yeah. Well, that's the key factor, isn't it? The Burnley game becomes a massive factor from our standpoint now. Listen, we've got our first win in the league. We need to obviously keep momentum going, but no discredit to Burnley. We can almost play a stronger side tonight with the hope of resting a couple of players and the likelihood of, I think the likes of Tielemans is supposed to be back for the weekend. I'm not sure about Onana. I know Tielemans was meant to be 1 or 2 weeks, and it's
starting to really annoy me, to be honest with the Onana situation. Like, he just seems to always be injured, but that's another talking point, isn't it?
I was going to say, the Onana thing, it's got to be a case of when he comes back this time, he needs to be fit till the end of the season, otherwise there's going to be some serious questions asked, and they're going to be uncomfortable ones. But
it's not been the best signing, has it? It hasn't really worked out. I think every Villa fan could openly say that now at this point, and that's harsh maybe a little bit, because obviously he has had injuries, but ultimately I wouldn't say it hasn't worked on his behalf as such. Maybe more so the club. Why would you buy someone that has injury problems? Like, you know, he was well known at Everton as a cheerleader. That's what the Everton fans used to call him. So why on earth did Villa go and spend the money? So I just want to make sure that I'm going the right way.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, we are meant to turn down here.
Well, obviously,
following the old Google Maps.
On a slightly more positive note, it's a lovely day here in Rotterdam as well. It's quite a nice temperature actually as well.
So this is where we are, like walking through some sort of park. Like I say, heading down to the harbour now, where all of the villas should be. It seems very early as well, because it's like over here now it's like 20 to 3. The game don't kick off till 9 o'clock this time, so 6 hours. Probably try and find somewhere to have a scran as well around by the harbour. So well, that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss at this point, was just thoughts on the team. I think if we do go strong, we should have enough to beat them. I think that realistically the Premier League is a much stronger league than the Eredivisie.
I think as well, it depends what players turn up. I mean, someone like Morgan Rogers, for example, he looked brighter against Fulham. He just needs that goal.
Will he play?
Well, will he play? Yeah.
It's an interesting one.
If he does play, he needs that goal. Listen, at the end of the day, if Villa turn up like they can do over the last couple of years, we can walk past Feyenoord.
Do we see Emi Martinez? I highly doubt it.
I wouldn't have thought so, but again, who knows? I mean, Bizot's obviously not a bad place.
It's a bit nicer, isn't it? It's a little bit of the park here. It's a nice little park. Been quite impressed with Rotterdam. I was going to say Feyenoord then. With Rotterdam as a city, to be honest with you, it's just gives off proper normal city vibes, doesn't it? Really,
yeah, it's a proper European city. It's nothing.
Wow,
ordinary, but it's nice. We've got areas like this which are stunning. Obviously, we're turning into a bit of an architectural channel over here now, but it's a nice place to be. It's a nice way to follow the Villa, and
of course. Right, on that note, we will leave you to it. We will be back probably around kick-off to have a talk probably about the team and go from there up the Villa.
Scoring all the goals, left tonight because the shark knows fucking dynamite. James Sands the whole tenders in the sky. Yippee-yi-yi! Yippee-yi-yi! Hey!
does have a yellow card, but that had to be one of the most confusing little sections I've ever seen in football. I was absolutely baffled. Go on, Rodgers! Go on, Watkins! Watkins! Sorry, Watkins off the line, he was offside anyway. He's just made an unbelievable save. They thought they had scored, but they hadn't. Marco Bizot with another absolutely brilliant save. Villa under a bit of pressure here. Pau Torres played the ball out into the absolute no man's land. Put the Villa right on the back foot. Need to get through here. Under the cosh a little bit. Morgan Rogers, I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He just keeps giving the ball away. Buendia's not doing much himself, and Guessond. Very frustrating at the moment for Villa. So it's half time, Aston Villa 0, Feyenoord 0. Moments in the first half I thought we actually did pretty well, to be honest with you. I thought our number 10s were impacting the game. Watkins had a few moments where he got in behind. Thought McGinn and Kamara have done okay. Guessond hasn't really been in the game.
Defensively, we've done well. Pau Torres has been well at putting things out.
Bizot's done well, he's made some really good saves.
I think the biggest issue we have is similar to the Bologna game last week where we missed the penalty. When that weird yellow card, red card thing went against us, we just stopped playing. We were on top by a mile. It was looking like, you know what, it's a matter of time before we break them down. After that, we just let them come back into it. To be honest with you, not to be negative, we're lucky not to be too down.
We are lucky because towards the end of the half they put some real pressure on the goal, and to be fair, Marco, as I just said, Marco Bizot made 2 wonderful saves, and there's obviously that contentious one that I'm being told by a friend of mine it should have been a goal. I haven't seen that back myself at this point, but it is what it is. To be honest with you, the game's there to be won though. I don't really think much cop of them. I thought they were a pretty poor outfit, to be honest with you. They've had that the forwards doing all right, making some really good runs, that's threatening, but I think the key Contra and Power have looked quite controlled.
The key for me is I think we need to start using the width. At the moment we've got Buendia, Rogers and
all trying to come inside.
They're all playing in the middle. The amount of time, I mean, I said it to Ben at one point during the game. We're bringing the ball forward with, I think it was McGinn in the middle, and the whole right side was free. And Guessond ended up running across to the left. Watkins is going in his strike position as he should be. We need to start playing in on the width. Use the pace we've got. Get someone like Marlon on if the other lads aren't going to do it. Harvey Elliott as well.
Not much options, is there really?
The thing is, we need to. At the moment, Feyenoord are going for man. The only way we're going to beat them is either beating them 1v1.
And we did it. We did it a couple of times, but then the times that we did it, Morgan Rogers, for example, he's done the hard bit, beating his man, and then he's played an absolute stinking pass. He's given the ball away about 3 or 4 times when it was not a difficult pass as such. He's been very frustrating this first half, in my opinion. We've got a big half coming up.
I think for me now it's a case of, listen, we won't finish on a negative note, but it needs to be a case of Unai Emery needs to turn around and say, this little experiment that he's got going on, we're trying to get Morgan Rogers to play through the bad patch, it's not working.
Get him out of the team.
He picked Harvey Elliott up straight away on the weekend, took him straight out. That's exactly what it needs to be today. It needs to be Harvey Elliott comes on for Rogers. Don't get me wrong, if Rogers goes and scores 2 in the second half, great.
Well, he pulled Harvey Elliott up and said that, and he dug him out in that interview about his passing and giving the ball away. But Rogers is doing the exact same.
The thing is that Elliott was trying more difficult passes. Like Rogers isn't passing 2 yards, and that's the biggest concern.
It's a big concern.
Don't get me wrong, there's been a couple of times again where he's took the ball on the half turn and he's looked lively. He's doing the hard work, as you say, Ben. And then it's that simple pass, or okay, it might not be simple, but just a ball into feet.
It's hard. I'm not a pro, but come on, for a player of his ability, he should be. Before we end, I just want to say this: the Feyenoord stadium is so bloody weird. So, just to give you context, not to show you the ground, that is the steps to get up to the seats. So we have to go up there to get to our seats. Now up there, you've got the drinking area where the bar is. Down here, just around the corner, that's where you can get food. You cannot get any drink where you get food. How strange is that? I don't want to sound like a right weirdo and going right off tangent here, but I just went down there to get some food. I thought, you know what, at least I'll be able to get like a soft drink maybe, or a Coke to go with my bloody my hot dog that we had, which was a nice hot dog, man.
No ketchup though.
No ketchup, yeah, no ketchup in it. Who has hot dogs without ketchup? Anyway. But You can't even get a drink down here, so now I am absolutely parched. So I'm going to go back upstairs now, which I can guarantee, where you can see all the Villa fans are congregated right at the top of there, and also right at the top of there. I'm not sure how well you can see. So there is going to be absolutely no chance I'm going to get a drink today.
Listen, at the end of the day, we need Villa to give us something to shout about, so we can actually get ourselves a dry mouth at the moment.
I'll stop complaining about not being able to have a drink if Villa win.
So my voice might be a bit deceiving at the moment. This is from last night, not tonight. There's nothing to cheer about at the moment. But listen, positive steps in the right direction. I'd say defensively we've looked sound. There's been a couple of chances that they've had Feyenoord, which naturally is going to happen in games. But the ultimate thing now is come out in that second half, go straight at them, get ourselves an early goal, and we can kill it off.
Right.
We have to.
On that note, hopefully the second half's going to be a Villa win. We'll win away, get 2 out of 2, and we'll be back at full time to review an Aston Villa win.
Up the Villa!
Up the Villa! So close there from Evan Gesson. He's just hit the post. Villa look really threatening on the break now.
In 1982, the Villa boys from Aston, we travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Villa on a Thursday night, Blues are watching 'cause they're fucking shite. What a feeling, what a night, what a night, what a night, what a night, what a night. Watching Villa on a Thursday night, Blues are...
Go on, son! Fucking love it!
It's time for 7, it's football heaven, so please don't take my Emmy. It's to you, Unai Emery, Villa loves you more than from Argentina, he comes from Villa, from Cameroon. It's time for 7, it's football heaven, so please don't take my Emmy away, Emmy Buendia. From Argentina, he's on for Villa, from Cameroon. For 7, it's football heaven, so please don't take Miami away. Emmy Buendia, from Argentina.
Get it! Come on! Get in there! The Villa!
Unai Emery to go for me. Unai Emery to go for me. Unai Emery to go for me.
Yes! Get in there!
There's the song.
Go on, the Villa!
Rizzo, 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 Rizzo. From Argentina, he's on to Villa, from Cameroon. He's on for 7, he's on for heaven. He's a man, Emmy Buendia, from Argentina. He's on for Villa, from Cameroon.
And we are back in our hotel after an Aston Villa 2-0 win away in Feyenoord. And what a second half performance by the boys. It just felt like they did step up a gear, and Emi Buendia took his goal so well. John McGinn's goal was lovely as well. The work by Daniel Marlon, the run that he made, fantastic, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Marlon was electric when he came on. To be honest, he really offered something. I think we spoke at half time. The game was really flat. One thing that Villa did really well was they actually controlled the tempo. They made the Feyenoord fans quiet. There was no atmosphere from the home fans, to be honest with you. They were very poor, just like their team. But ultimately, Villa today, really professional performance. John McGinn stepping up again, getting another goal. Buendia stepping up, really nice finish. It was just lovely. It really was.
Marco Bizot. What a goalkeeper. Do you know what I find really reassuring now? When Emi Martinez steps out now, we have a goalkeeper that comes in, and I don't feel worried. You know, we had the bad game against Crystal Palace, but I think that was an off game for absolutely everyone. But Marco Bizot has played 4 games and got 3 clean sheets. He had like a fantastic record with clean sheets at his previous team last year, and he's carried that into his Villa career, which is absolutely it's been a revelation in my opinion. And there's a stat. What was the stat about McGinn? How many wins we've
18 out of 18 games.
17.
Scored, we've won 17.
Yeah. So out of 18 games where McGinn has scored, we've won 17. He is Mr. Aston Villa. I love John McGinn so much. I do think he's limited technically. I will be very consistent with that. But what he gives you in work rate application is worth its weight in gold. The man loves the club. He runs for the club. He literally is the heartbeat of that team. And if he is ticking and he's purring, we purr.
I mean, you've hit the nail on the head. One thing you have to do is, if you obviously we'll be all watching the goals back, but watching McGinn's goal back, why he's the furthest man forward there supporting Daniel Marlon, who knows? He was playing as a number 6. That just shows his work ethic, the fact that he's in that position to pick up on the scraps, and it's a really nice finish. There's a lot of players, it might have looked easy, but there's a lot of players in that situation who think twice about where they put it. On his right foot, his weaker foot, and he's wrapped it brilliantly. I mean, he had his chance, obviously, on the weekend on his left foot similar and got it all wrong. But ultimately, brilliant game from Villa. Daniel Marlon, excellent. Lamar Bogard, he is... I mean, Ben, I'll let you say what he is.
He is the closest thing that we have seen at Aston Villa to Yaya Toure. I'm joking. I'm not going to go that far. But he is a phenomenal player, and I will stand by and I will die on the hill that I think by the end of this season, Lamar Bogard he's going to progress to the point where it is going to make it a genuine possibility. If we want to move on, it's a Boubacar Kamara or an Onana to satisfy any potential financial implications that we have with PSR. I think he's developing into that player. I will wax lyrical about him until I'll go blue in the face. I think he's absolutely superb. But we've seen the Villa, and it is soon time to home. It's been an absolute pleasurable trip, and it is always made better when you get 3 points and you get the win. To see the Villa win away in Europe, my first European tie, your first European away day, was absolutely brilliant, and it's been a thoroughly enjoyable trip.
Yeah, like Ben said, it's been an unbelievable trip. It's something that, obviously, me growing up, I've wanted to do it countless times. Haven't had the chances to with university money and stuff like that, and finally get the chance to. And like I say, what a way to get. We ended up getting tickets in the away end as well, which topped it off brilliantly. And it was just an incredible day with incredible people, Villa fans all over Rotterdam. They'll be out tonight, I'm sure, in their numbers. Make sure you're staying safe, guys. But ultimately, Villa fans, we need to enjoy it. We're back.
We are back. And on one last note,
Up the Villa.